What up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to review The Chi, Season 6, Episode 2. So if you haven't seen the second episode of Season 6 of The Chi, turn this video off right now. Go watch the episode and come back and watch this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's an easy and free way of supporting my channel, and it literally takes less than 4 seconds. So if you're spending 4 seconds out of your time watching this video right now, then you can definitely hit the like button to just support my channel, and hit the subscribe button because I don't only review The Chi, I review other shows too. What else? Speaking of I'm not a public speaker, so I will tend to stutter. I might pause to regain my thoughts. Definitely gonna be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. You might hear so 1,000 times. It is what it is. See, anything I say, it does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. These are my thoughts and opinions. Ain't nobody paying me to say anything. This, that, and the third. And yeah, I usually have my big water bottle in case my mouth get dry, but I made me a smoothie because I just had a taste for one. I'm definitely be drinking that. And lastly, I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. Ooh, see, I be stuttering. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I'm going to grade this episode. This episode was kind of like mid. You just see everybody trying to put stuff in motion. A lot of stuff was getting put in motion in this episode. So I'm going to give it like a B-. It still wasn't bad. So B- for it. It wasn't all that, but it wasn't bad neither. Okay. Last chance, if you haven't seen episode 2 of season 6 of The Chi, turn this video off right now because I'm about to spoil the entire episode, okay? So, this first scene is Lene's brother Jamal, who I thought was locked up for life. I could have swore he got life, and that was the whole reason why Lene had to move in with Nina and Dre in the first place. But apparently he didn't get life. He got out, and yeah, of course, her brother Jamal is played by Vic Mensa, talented actor. Talented rapper and actor, activist, all that good stuff. So Jamal is out, and he shows up at Trigg's campaign headquarters, whatever you want to call it. Apparently, he done turned his life around, gave himself to the Lord, so this, that, and the third. And apparently, what prompted his release was some evidence was tampered with. So I was like, okay. I can't remember. Did he go to jail for robbery, or I think he killed someone? And I think he actually did it. So for the evidence to be tampered, that's crazy. I think he actually did it too. I don't remember. So yeah, he telling Trigg he turned his life around just in the third. So he basically asked Trigg, I want to talk to my sister. Can you get me in touch with Lene? So Trigg was like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, you know, niggas say they changed this, that, and the third. I don't really want that type of energy around me, but if you say you change, he's saying he like basically I'm gonna give you a chance and tell him just give me some time when it comes to Lene. I'm gonna get y'all introduced. I was like, why are you talking about give him some time when we probably gonna see them meet up either this episode or next episode, which we did. So I was like, nigga, give you some time. That's his sister. And he was like, you should understand how it feels like Jamal was telling Trigg, like, you should understand how it feels to be more of a parent than a big brother. Because he had to take in Jake like a father, basically. So Jamal in the same situation, like, he want to be there for Lene like more of a father figure than a big brother. And she need a man in her life. No disrespect, but she getting raised by two gay women. She need a man in her life. If he changed his life around, But I mean, she's shawty out here dating Bakari, so it's like, so anyway. So Keisha and Emmett, Keisha, she pissed about Emmett leaving in the middle of the night. She's like, you ever leave like that in the middle of the night again, we done. She said he left for 3 hours. Emmett was like, I went for a walk. Keisha was like, I saw you on Nook's IG story. I was like, this nigga just lied like shit. Like, nigga. You better be lucky she ain't know you was out fucking somewhere, because she could have bagged your dumb ass. Tell me somebody went out for a walk. Dang, is that window open? Dang, that window is open. Oh, well. But, yeah. She's like, I saw you on Nook's IG story. I was just like, dag, dumbass. So this is when Keisha tells like Emma, like, you know, what she basically been telling him, like, it's more than it's more that comes with a relationship than just the good times, and like you have to go through these hardships. We have to talk, communicate, this, that, and the third. So Emma was like, yeah, I know, I just miss when we had fun. And Keisha was like, I'm not an amusement park. And I was like, I know that's right, girl. She said, I'm not an amusement park. I was like, okay. Yeah, he just want to have fun. And she the girl, she's supposed to want to have fun. Girls want to have fun, you know? I don't know. But, so Emma, he was like, yeah, I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Keisha was like, it better not. So, Keisha brings up them moving again. So, you know, Emma is basically like, well, about to show me some places and all that. So Keisha was like, don't make no decisions without me. You want to look at houses with Duda, but don't make no decisions. Don't make no final decisions, sign or nothing without me. Man, this motherfucker keep going out, but it's striking nice. Keep going out though. So I forgot that Tiff was even still fucking with this nigga Dante, because I remember when she was like fucking him. So now they just weed partners. That's her supply, that's her plug. I mean, no, she his plug. I'm tripping. She his plug. So she pull up on Dante. He meeting with this new dude named Cairo. And Tiff basically like, you cheating on me? And Cairo basically being very, what's the word? Cocky / humble. Like, he being humble, but he also kind of cocky. Like, he know his shit good. So he starts asking about Tiff's product, like where you get it from, where you grow it. Tiff was like, I don't know. And he was like, that's the problem. She was like, excuse me. So Dante was like, Cairo's weed is better than yours, and Tiff was like, yeah, whatever. So then they let Tiff try it. So she tries and she was like, oh, this is good. Like, I ain't even coughing. And Cairo was like, that's the point. Like, people think you're supposed to cough off weed when it's supposed to just hit smooth. I don't like to cough when I smoke neither. I know most people say when you cough it make you higher. I don't like it because I don't like the burning in my throat. The burning sensation, it's annoying. I'm trying to get this damn jump lit. So Tiff, she like, yeah, it's good. It's good weed. It's better than mine. She hates to admit it. So Cairo, he steps off and take a call. So Tiff was like, what, you about to stop copping from me or whatever? And Dante was like, nah. He was like, I just get my, he was like, I get my exclusive. He was like, I get my weed from him exclusively, like for his personal. But when it comes to like him selling and stuff, he get it from Tiff. He was like, I do that because you so pretty. Tiff was like, don't do me no favors, nigga. She was like, my man not going nowhere. And he was like, Dante was like, I see. This, that, and the third. And I was like, nigga, she tried it with you. What was it, last season or season before last? She was like, she was like, how would you feel if I left Emmett? She brought that up to Dante. And Dante was like, nah, I like what we got going here. I like that it ain't no serious relationship, whatever. He just liked the smashing and dashing. So now don't try to backtrack now on Tiff. She said, my man ain't going nowhere. You snooze, you lose, Dante. So Rashad, he trying to get this whole vintage store thing going, but you know, he ain't got the funds for it. He ain't got no job. He's staying with his girlfriend, so he starts setting up stuff outside of Deja's house, his girlfriend's house, which is their house now. It's their house, but sometimes she throw that my shit out there, so sometimes it's her house, sometimes it's their house. At this point, it was like, in this moment, it was like it was her house, because she come out there, she's like, any other ways you can sell your vintage items, this, that, and the third. You know, just rather than being in front of her house. That's what she basically meant. So she was like, I can give you a loan, get started, Rashad was like, nah, like, people got to start from scratch. You see how Emmett started sweeping the floors? Now he owned the place, about to open up another franchise, this, that, and the third. I got to start from the bottom, this, that, and the third. So, a dude approaches, I think he was trying to buy like a two-way page or phone or something like that. Rashad was like, $50. Now, he was like, it's supposed to be for $100, but I'm going to give it to you for $50. So, the dude was like, $20. Rashad was like, come on, man. Like, that's good quality. You ain't going to find it nowhere else. And the guy was like, who I'm a two-way with? And Rashad was like, oh, damn, I ain't think of that shit. I was just like, why? Why you selling one two-way phone? You need to have a 2 for something price. So they could give it to somebody, they could two-way with it, like back in the day. So the guy was like, who I'm a two-way with? And Rashad was like, I ain't even think of that. So the nigga was like, never mind, set that shit back. He walk off. Dave was like, you need to lower your prices. And I was like, no, he don't. He was like, if I lower my prices, I might as well give it away for free. I ain't lying, because $20, no. I would have told his ass, keep it moving too. He was like, get the fuck on. He said something. He said something to him, he was walking off. Then we got Maisha and Gemma. They shopping. Maisha like, Gemma like, that looks cheap with Maisha grabbing. Maisha like, well, you ain't making me no money, so I can't afford nothing. And Gemma like, well, you ain't put out no new music, and you need to put out something that people can appeal to. And she's like, Maisha is like, I'm trying to be me. So then this rapper, I don't know if she's a Chicago rapper or she just a fake rapper on the show, or if she a singer / rapper, I don't know what she is, but her name's Sasha Go Hard. So she approaches them, she's like, oh, I fuck with your song, Maisha. She was like, it's dope, but it's not. No, she was like, it's cool, but it's not dope. And I was just like, damn, like, you insulting her and you complimenting her at the same time? Like, where they do that at? So then she goes on to talk about how her opening act got locked up, so she needs somebody to like hype her crowd up for 15 minutes. So she was like, you be down with doing that, Maisha? And Gemma was like, well, she can do 15. And Maisha was like, Gemma was like, she can do 10 minutes. And Maisha was like, oh, I can do 15. And Gemma was like, well, let's just see how the band warms up, and we'll see. Let's let the band warm up, and we'll see how it goes. So Gemma exchanges contact information with Sasha Go Hard's people. They walk away, and Maisha like, why you tell her I can only do 10? And Gemma was like, because you only got one song. I was like, yeah, Gemma ain't stupid. She your manager for a reason. Because you only got one song, dipshit. Maisha was like, so what? So Gemma was like, what you gonna do for the extra 5 minutes? Then Maisha was like, so what am I supposed to do for the extra time? Because apparently her song ain't even 10 minutes. So she's like, what am I supposed to do with the extra time? And Gemma was like, I don't know. Make up a new freestyle or rap over an old beat, something like that. So I'm like, you mad at her for getting you 10 minutes and you can't even fill the 10 minutes. You asking what you're supposed to do with the 10 minutes. Come on, Maisha. Let her do her job. She managing. This junk is blowing me. So then we get this little scene. I feel like Darnell, he's like genuinely worried about Emmett. He low-key, well, not low-key, he's warning Duda about Emmett. Like, dude might seem like this, that. Be careful. Emmett talking about something. Come on, Darnell, don't be jealous. I'm like, oh, if anything, Darnell is, he ain't jealous. He was like, I ain't jealous. Like, I done had some money. I fucks with Darnell, though. He a funny nigga. So Darnell was like, I heard it was trouble in paradise. You bought Tiff a car. And was like, damn, how you know that? So Emmett was like, yeah, I love you, Pops, but I got a dip. Gotta go look at houses. And Darnell was like, well, how about I come look at them with you? So they don't try to scam you or nothing. And Emma was like, nah, I got Duda coming with me. Darnell looked like a sad puppy. I was like, oh, poor Darnell. He was like, yeah, I got Duda coming with me, so I'm good. I was like, that's exactly why Darnell need to come with your ass. That's the nigga he talking about, gonna snake you out. So Tiff, she brings some of Cairo's weed to try for Rob to try. Hold on, man. This shit about to blow me. So Rob like, yeah, it's some good weed. I ain't coughing. It's better than our shit. He gonna put us out of business, this, that, and the third. So Tiff was like, well, I was thinking we could make him our new plug. And that way we can get from under Duda. This is when Rob tells Tiff about his new deal with Duda. What Duda give him 15% of everything he make. He was like, man, my uncle ain't even give me that type. Q ain't even give me that type of deal. And plus, this nigga Duda, I don't want to get on his bad side. So that make me wonder, like, you don't want to get on his bad side, but what you gonna do when you find out that he killed Q? Which is crazy because when it gets to the end, it gets crazy. So Tiff like, man, I at least want to have a sit down convo with Cairo. Like, it don't hurt to take the conversation. It don't hurt to take the meeting. I just saw a lady on the blacklist say that. She was like, in my experience, it never hurts to take the meeting. So I was like, it never hurts to take the meeting. So Rob was like, don't agree to nothing without talking to me first. Tiff was like, well, all right, let me call Dante because I got to get his number from Dante. Rob ain't feeling that. Tiff like, don't worry, I ain't fucking with him no more. So Rob was like, you know what? I'm coming with you. Tiff was like, you ain't got to come. He was like, nah, I'm coming. And now that I think about it, Dante wasn't even at the meet. So we get to little Jake and Kevin saying, Jake and Kevin always funny to me together. I like the Jake, Kevin, and Papa. I like all three of them together, but just Jake and Kevin, they gaming. Kevin crushing Jake's. Ugh. I told y'all I be stuttering. Jake low-key still hurt that Kevin got a place before him. This one, Aisha texts Kevin, telling them, I'm opening for Sasha Go Hard. Kevin texting her about, oh yeah, you better be ready. This, that, and the third. Jake like, who you texting? Kevin was like, Gemma. And Jake was like, stop playing with me, nigga. I was like, that's some funny ass nigga shit that would really happen. That's why I like the show. That's why I like this show to have. Like, stuff like that would really happen in real life. Like, stop playing with me, nigga. So, this is when, what's his name? Jake, he asks Kevin to wear his merch at his next little gaming jump. Kevin was like, $1,000. Jake was like, what? Kevin was like, I'm playing. I was like, nigga, you don't need to be playing. You need to at least charge them something. Because now you got bills and shit to pay. Tell me something, I'm just playing. So then we got the realtor showing Duda and Emmett around the house. So Emmett, he's like, man, this house is a little far from Smokey's. Duda was like, well, I was thinking we put a Smokey's over here on the west side anyway. So Emmett was like, I ain't trying to bite off more than I can chew. Duda's like, I believe you can handle it. He always pressuring Emmett too. Emmett say something and then he say something and Emmett just go with it. Because he done seen this nigga kill a nigga. He done seen this nigga do a lot of shit. Or he done heard about some shit that Duda done did. So Emmett asked the realtor how much the down payment. They asking for 20% of the they asking for 20% of the asking price. They want 20% of the asking price. So Emma's like, oh, I don't know. And Dude was like, well, you just put up what you can, I put up the rest. I'm just like, oh, you digging yourself deeper and deeper, Emmett. Throwing me off. He done put down for the car for Tiff. He done put down with Smokies. Y'all opening another location that you ain't even seen. So this is when Emma was like, this dude was like, I put up the rest. Emma was like, well, I need to talk to Keisha first. So, you know, dude to try and be intimidating and shit. Someone offers you a gift, take it. So this is when the realtor chimes in. He kind of feels Emma's hesitation. He's like, yeah, how about you bring your lady by? Because I know how I would feel. I got a fiance as well. I wouldn't want her to see my place. I mean, I wouldn't want her to buy a place without her seeing it. Dude was like, what happened to the good old days where a man buy a house for a woman, she be happy? I think he called them some simps or something. I don't remember. I was like, and this is why Tracy ghosting your ass now. Talking about some goddamn what happened to the good old days, nigga. Dude is just unbelievable, bro. But that's a nice, fine looking old man. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a fine old man, older gentleman. I ain't gonna hold you. So Jamal's back at the foundation. I can't remember the name of the foundation that Tracy and them started. It's like right on the tip of my brain, but I can't think of it. I want to say Marcy or Hope or something projects. I don't remember, but Jamal's back there. He wants to help out. He's like, anything I can do just to keep myself focused on the right path, just in the third. So this is when Trigg introduces Jamal to Tracy. And it wasn't even like much, but I felt some light flirting there. Like, but I feel like they know each other from back when Jamal was probably reckless or whatever, because he was telling her like I'm a changed man and all that. So I was just like, it looked like something was there. I don't know. And you know, Tracy liked the bad boys apparently. That's what we seeing in her. She liked the bad boys. But now she liked wasn't she talking to Ronnie before he died? But I mean, Ronnie killed the boy, so she liked the bad boys, like I said. So then we get this scene. I forgot that Bakari moved in with Papa after Trigg and them kicked him out. So Bakari, he's staying with Papa and them. So they having dinner. Papa, his father, you know, Stanley Sr., Bakari. And I'm assuming that's Papa's mother. I don't remember seeing her that much in the previous seasons or whatever. But basically, you know, he getting on them. How he should be doing more of the Lord's work, this, that, and the third. And, you know, Papa, he calls his dad out. You know, nigga, you got locked up last season. And he was all tied up when that shit would do to them. So, you know, he's telling his dad, like, you haven't always done the Lord's work. So, you know, Papa's father, I admit, I'm not perfect. And I'm so happy that I have a forgiving congregation and forgiving God. And I hope my sons can basically, like Papa and Bakari, hoping they can forgive me as well. They lock hands in prayer. I feel like Papa's father, he realizes what he done did now. He knows his mistakes, and I don't think he's going to go back down that path. But we see later he didn't. So Gemma in manager mode, prepping for Maisha's little gig, getting her little rider ready. I only just found out about riders like a couple of months ago, probably. Or maybe like a year ago. I didn't even know that was a thing. But I guess famous people do need stuff when they ride. But I'd be like, damn. So Trigg and Fatima, they having dinner, talking briefly about Jamal, and this is what it seems like Trigg is prompted to focus his angle or whatever. He focus his work more on like black men and mental health. And Trigg like, why does it always gotta be the black man? I'm like, girl, what you want him to do? You want him to focus on black women? He a black man. Why can't he appeal to his people, to his self? Like, God damn it. So just like I said, this why Tracy ignoring your calls, dude. What happened to the good old days, man? Buy a house, a woman be happy. Dude calling Tracy ass, she ain't even answer, she ignoring his ass. Then she deleted his number. I don't never understand why people do that. You delete the number and then, okay, you forget you deleted the number. And then they text you or call you or something. And then you answer it, forgetting that you don't because you don't recognize the number because it's not saved anymore. And then you forget and you answer, then it's the whole cycle. Like, why even do that? I would just change the name to do not answer. That's what I would do. Or just block their ass. So Rashad, he had Smokies. Bakari come up and like offer to pay for his food and shit. Then he tried to offer to pay for Rashad's little venture shop. Cause you remember they had a little bond when Bakari was living with Trigg. He was trying to keep Bakari out of trouble. He was supposed to be like a little mentor for him. Cause he had just got out with Rashad. So Bakari, he making money with Duda now. He trying to offer to pay for Rashad's venture shop. But you know Rashad ain't trying to take that dirty ass money. Like I just came down that path. I'm trying to tell you. Trying to warn about Duda. Basically trying to warn about the life you living. So this is when Trigg, he comes to see Lene at Nina and Dre's. Poor Lene, because I know part of her moved in. I know part of her accepted being adopted by them because Kevin was there. As soon as her ass moved in, he wanted to emancipate herself and move out. So now she there by herself. So it's just wild, but so he basically tell like your brother out, he want to see you. So Nina and Jay, they not objecting. I said Jay. Nina and Dre, they not objecting. They like, it's up to Lene if Lene wants to see him. And Lene like, has he really turned his life around? And Trigg like, well, that's what he's saying. So they was like, yeah, I want to see him. Of course I want to see him. It's my brother. It's my blood. It's the only blood I got left right now. So I find this crazy that Stanley, I was about to say Stanley, I mean, that's his name, but we know him as Papa. So Papa, he talking to this new girl at his job, this older girl. She's 19 and Papa's 17. I think her name is Kenya because I remember him saying in the last episode. So they at Smokies, they talking. He's like, you really ain't gonna date me till I'm 18? And she like, I don't even know if I'm gonna do that. Well then, this, that, and third. So so she offers to give him a ride home, and they both start talking in the car about being preacher's kids. He didn't know she was a preacher's kid. You know, they call them PKs. So she tells him who her father is. And he like, oh, my father's not a big fan of your father. But Papa was like, but I like his sermon. I like his sermons. I listen to him. They started talking about something. I don't remember what it was, but basically Papa tell her ass, I don't want to be your brother. She was like, I don't want to be your brother. I want to be something else. I don't want to be your brother. I want to be your lover. So she was like, when you turn 18 again? He was like, the summertime. Summertime. So I'm like, what month is it supposed to be on this jump? It make me wonder. But I find it crazy that he moving on with this girl, and then you got Maisha and Kevin doing this the whole thing. I wonder if it's gonna be a backtrack switch situation, something happened, and then Maisha try to backtrack. It's gonna be too late. I don't know. I'm just saying. So Jamal and Lene, they meet up. He's basically like, oh, what's going on? I know you about to go to college, this and third. He started asking if she got a boyfriend. She like, I don't know, kinda. He telling her like, basically, don't be giving your body out to these niggas. They just want your body. And like, beware the street niggas. They the worst type of niggas. She ain't even tell him because Jamal know who Bakari is. Everybody know who Bakari is. He the nigga that killed Ronnie, so it's just like we know who Bakari is. She ain't try to tell him who he was, I feel like. So then we get this scene with Duda and his man. They show up at Papa's dad's church. Duda's like, we came to make a donation. Papa's dad was like, last time you made a donation, I got locked up on money laundering charges. So he trying to clean the money in the church again. Which I think is stupid. Like, why would you do the same thing you did? And he got jammed up. So Duda was like, oh, you got jammed up because you ain't follow my instructions. And Duda was like, nah, it's because, Papa's dad was like, nah, it's because one of your boys got jammed up and ratted me out. Threw me under the bus. So Duda was like, well, that guy doesn't work for me anymore. Papa's dad was like, I'm tired of you leading our, I just don't be buying his father when he talk. Like, it's just, I'm tired of you leading our young black brothers down the road of destruction. I just wasn't buying it. I'm sorry. I just laugh when he talk. I'm sorry. So Duda was like, I offer these young black men a better life and a chance to be their own boss, this, that, and the third, be their own man. So Papa's dad, he tries to like appeal to the soldiers. He like, come on, young guns, you don't have to do this. I'm sorry, it wasn't funny. I get it. He was definitely trying to appeal, but it was. I just don't be buying it, bruh. He was like, come on, young brothers, you don't have to do this. They was like, when someone offers you a gift, you take it. I'm like, look at them taking what he just said to Emmett. I was like, was that soldier with him, the realtors? No. They just copying what Duda be saying. So they tell him like, accept the gift when it's given. So and they shoved the bag at him, bag of money, and Papa's dad was like, I got all the gifts I need, and tosses the bag back. So Duda steps forward to him, trying to intimidate. You sure about that? Papa's dad, I ain't never been so sure and more sure in my life. And Papa, he watching from the door, so he saw his father did the right thing this time. Man, I'm trying to get this done to stay lit. Keep going out. But yeah, he saw his father did the right thing this time, because maybe just telling him and Bakari at the table, like I'm glad I have a forgiving God. Like I made some mistakes, trying to learn from my mistakes, this, that, and the third. I'm not perfect. So Papa's dad, I ain't never been so sure in my life. Duda says okay, and then walks out. Bakari outside waiting at the car. Outside the car. So Duda walk up on him, why you ain't come inside? So Bakari was like, I live with the nigga, what you mean? So Duda screamed, but you work for me. You know how he get. But you work for me. So he told him get in the car. This is when Bakari, he started to be like, this nigga a killer. I guarantee you, season finale, somebody gonna take Duda out. I don't know who it's gonna be. He gonna have so many enemies, it's crazy. It could literally be anybody. It could be Tiff, it could be Rob, it could be Keisha, it could be Emmett, it could be Bakari, it could be Papa's dad, it could be Papa, it could be Emmett. Did I say Emmett? It could be damn. It could be more people. I just can't think of who they are right now. It could be anybody right now. It could be Jamal. It could be Rashad. It could be Trig. So many. It could be Tracy. For all we know. Anyway, Duda got it coming for him. We all know that. So then we get this sit down between Tiff and Rob and Cairo. So they basically tell him they want him to be their plug, and he's like, I can just teach. Why would I do that when I can just teach you how to grow the weed? So Tiff was like, well, wouldn't that cut into your business? We be your competition, da da da. So Carol gets to saying it's not about the money for me. I just want people to smoke better weed, because you can't get rich off weed, because once the government learns how to tax it, they're gonna be it's gonna be accessible to everybody. And I was like, damn, that's a good ass point. Cause they got it. I ain't never bought it out of a dispensary, but I think when you go to the dispensary, there ain't no taxes right now, right? I think it's just straight dollar amount. I don't know. I was like, this nigga got a good point. But still, at the end of the day, nigga, what Dolph say? Get paid, young nigga, get paid. The fuck? But I guess I get what he's saying, whatever. So this when Rob like this is too good to be true. Like, so you don't want no money from us. So Carol was like, no. He was like, but y'all still gonna need money to for the supplies and somewhere to grow. So they was like, we can't grow it at our space. And they was like, nah, you need big exposure. He was like, y'all don't live in no mansion. Big exposure. Saying y'all gonna need somebody to take care of it. Just that and third, a team, basically. So they like, we ain't got no bread like that. Like, can you invest in us? And he was like, but y'all want to be your own bosses, so y'all got to find your own investors. So he tells them basically, find an investor. I help y'all with the rest. So Emmett gets back to the place with Keisha. He's showing her around. She seems to like it. Until Duda tells her, I mean, not Duda. Until Emmett tells her that Duda trying to open up one on the west side. Because she was like, our parents going to trip. They find out we move on the west side. Keisha hear Duda's name. She just can't stand it. It's hilarious. Her frown just go, like, she just get a scowl when she hears his name. So as soon as Emma was like, well, Duda open up on the west side, Keisha was like, so how are the schools over here to the realtor? So the realtor was like, the schools, my kids, da-da-da. So Keisha was like, well, how much you think we can afford the mortgage? And that's when Emma was like, well, Duda said he gonna help us out. So Keisha just like, at this point, Keisha can't do nothing. So she just like, tell him whatever he give us, it's a loan. It's getting paid back. And to make sure that both of our names, me and your names, are on the mortgage. Make sure his ass ain't on there. But you know, some way, somehow, do the ass. He gonna be on that shit some way, somehow. So Maisha, she backstage. She nervous about performing because she ain't performed since last time when that whole shooting ensued with Bakari and all them. And Gemma lost her baby and all that stuff. So, you know, Gemma, she trying to give her some words of encouragement. Plus, she trying to make this money, honey. So Tiff and Rob, they get back home. Tiff like, I know you got some money, nigga. So Rob was like, it's my parents' money. So Tiff was like, well, you think you could ask your mother for a loan? It ain't like we ain't going to pay her back. We're going to be making endless money. So, you know, Rob, he don't really answer. He just making faces. So Tiff like, you believe in me? He was like, of course I believe. Rob was like, of course I believe in you. So Tiff was like, then get us some money so we can cut ties with Duda and be our own bosses. She was like, why take 15% when we can have it all? You ain't lying, but at the same time, that's a psychopath. He's just not going to let y'all get off scot-free just because y'all found another plug. It ain't going to work like that. Because he want all that money coming from all them revenues. He got the dude flipping the 70s car. He got the money coming in from Rob. He got the money coming in from the restaurants with Emmett. This nigga is just taking everybody's money. And he trying to flush it through the church to clean it. I like to chew my smoothies. I mean, I like to chew my drinks. I don't care. So Kevin, apparently Maisha done killed it. Kevin backstage, he pop up on her, giving her props. So Maisha like, you really trying to get back with me? So yeah, so Kevin was like, you trying to get back with me? So Maisha was like, no, I asked you first. So Kevin was like, I miss you. I was like, this nigga avoid the question. No, it's a yes or no question. Ain't no I miss you. Since when Maisha was like, I miss you too, but I got a lot going on. So Kevin tried to pull away. Yeah, I got a lot going on too. I got a lot going on too. Trying to fake play it all. So Kevin was like, well, let's just not call it anything. So this is Maisha was like, don't sell Papa. And Kevin was like, I won't tell a soul. So Maisha was like, oh, what, you ashamed of me? Because that was their problem in the first time. So Kevin was like, no, I'm not ashamed of you. I just don't want everybody in our business because I'm just trying to see where this shit goes or something he said like that. Yeah, I don't got my glasses. I left them over at my friend's house. So I'm without them for a week. So I'm definitely squinting. Yeah, so Kevin, yeah, I'm not ashamed of you. I just don't want them in our business. I'm still trying to figure shit out. Just that and third. So Maisha was like, oh, I get that. I was like, okay, you get that for now. So Gemma comes in. Oh, hey, Kevin. So she tosses Maisha, here go your money. So Kevin leaves and Maisha's like, this is $200 short. So Jimmy was like, well, no, it's not. That's my 20%. So Maisha was like, I thought you only get 20% if you was the one that found me the gig. So she was like, yeah, technically, but like, girl, I set your writer up. I got all this like managed for you. Like I'm the shit, basically. Like, fuck you thought. So Maisha's like, okay, but just let me know next time. I'm just like, do you want to be a manager or not? Because when y'all first met Sasha Go Hard, and you pulled her to the side, and you was like, well, I would just say that I can only do 10 minutes. So next time, just talk to me first. She can't just keep next time and every time. Like, she got to make instinct decisions. That's what a manager does. And she doing well. If you don't want to be a manager, find somebody else or let her go. Or both, whatever. You gotta chill, Maisha. She's doing her job. She's doing good. She's doing good. Using her damn... I think, didn't her father release her college fund money to her for this shit? She's doing well so far. So, you know, Papa, he's still persistent on Kenya. He like, can we just go on the... All right, we only got to call it a date. Let's just go out. So Kenya was like, she was like, maybe. She was like, I like your persistence. So he was like, I'm going to take you to Red Lobster when I turn 18. So Kenya was like, well, until then, I'll be your designated driver to and from work. And Papa was like, oh, lucky for you, Emma just left me in charge of the schedule, so we can be seeing a lot of each other. I was like, God damn, Papa. But I mean, she liked it, so I was like, damn, I felt like Bakari in that moment, like, damn, that was thirsty, nigga. But she seemed to like it, so I was like, okay. So we get this last scene. Rob, he goes to ask his mom for the loan. Who is his mom? The legendary Lynn Whitfield. That's who. I was like, okay. Because we never seen Rob mom. Because Rob's a new character. So I was like, okay. She came down looking just like how she did in, damn, what the hell? I'm high. What is the damn movie with Martin? God damn. Okay, I'm high. I can't think of it right now. Is it? No, it's not. What's love got to do with it? What the hell is it? Who could play that? No. I can't think of it right now. I'm sorry. It's a thin line between love and hate. Is it a thin line between love and hate? I can't remember, but y'all know who the legendary Lynn Whitfield is. She played in all types of stuff. She was on Greenleaf too. Looking as good as she did on Greenleaf. How about I say Greenleaf? Because I can't think of the movie that, goddamn it. That's crazy because Martin my favorite comedians. Anyway, this final scene was crazy. So, Rob, legendary mom, legendary Lynn Whitfield. He come to ask for the loan. She like, how much? He like, $50K. He was like, I plan to give it right back though. So she was like, I'll give you the money and you don't even have to pay it back. So Rob was like, well, what you want me to do? So this is when, okay, I knew that Rob was Q's nephew, but that could have been his brother. I mean, it could have been his father's brother. But apparently it's his mother's brother. So she like, I want you to find out who killed my brother. Who just dumped him in the ocean like he ain't have life to live and like he was nothing, da-da-da-da. I want you to find that out. So Rob was like, I ain't no damn detective. So she was like, but you run the same streets as he did, whatever. So he was like, well, I'm gonna need $100K. So she was like, oh, if you need $100K, she's like, you gonna ask that much for your mother? But that's what she said first. But she was like, you want $100K, you gonna have to do more than just find out who killed him. Like basically, nigga, you want $100K, you gonna have to kill the nigga that killed your uncle. I didn't know that was his maternal uncle. That was crazy. I didn't know that was his mother's brother. Or I thought that might have been his hood uncle. Like, you know how people be having hood uncles, grew up with him all their life, he's like your uncle. But that was his mother's brother. She ain't playing about him. Lynn ain't playing about him. I don't even know if they said what her name is on the show, but Lynn Whitfield ain't playing about her brother, Mo. I was like, damn, it did nice. I was like, oh shit, this going down. It's crazy because Rob was just saying to Tiff, like, dude, I don't want to get on this bad side. Nigga, you going to. Once you find out, I wonder what Rob gonna do. Like I said, I grade this joint like, maybe I have to up it for that ending. Legendary Lynn Whitfield, B-, A-. I'm gonna put it right there. B-, A- type tip. But yeah, predictions for the next episode. I just wonder what Rob gonna do. What is Rob gonna do when he find out? Like I said, everybody gonna be on do the head. Who excuse me? That just rhymed. Like I said, everybody on do the head. That rhyme. They gonna all come for Duda. I wonder what Jamal gonna do when he find out that Lene talking to Bakari. I wonder what Bakari gonna do now that Duda just sunned his ass. And I wonder how this whole love triangle between Kevin and Maisha and this new girl Kenya and Papa gonna happen. I wonder what's gonna happen with that. Is there anything else I'm missing? And I hope Emmett and Keisha like stop arguing. But I feel like Keisha's just gonna be mad as long as Emmett dealing with Duda. So just like somebody gotta take Duda out. That's how I feel. But thanks for watching this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel and comment below what you felt about the episode and what you thought about what I talked about. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, all that good, bad stuff, comment below. Comment what you would grade the episode, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next review. I gotta do Real Housewives of Atlanta after this. Peace.